Leave it to Night Dive to come in and bring back a forgotten Western shooter, both showing that old school was the best way, along with showing that these classics deserve to be available on all systems in all ways. Preserve the classics and gems to keep that period of gaming always alive and available to anyone. Both new and old fans can play it. I'm a sucker for a good Western. Love them. Playing this game is like a dream. We need more shooters like this in both design along with that Western setting. And at least right here with Outlaws, it's back. And man, is this absolutely amazing. Starting out with this title, I felt this rush of awesomeness with all the Western action. I should clarify a bit better. It wasn't that I was just firing off a 6-shooter and getting the bad guys, but rather in everything from the look to music. Yes, it's an older title, but man, it nails that Hollywood Western look and feel and succeeds and greatly captures all of it. You are in this world and completely absorbed by it. It's that perfect fusion where gameplay, presentation, and yes, even story too, is all working to gel to make a masterful gameplay experience. From level 1, I was completely falling in love with this game, and honestly, I was kicking myself for not playing this earlier. Outlaws felt like it was made for me. So let's talk about the most important part, the shooting. Man, is this satisfying and rewarding. You have a rifle and a 6-shooter at the start, and that 6-shooter is the star of the show. You can either fire one at a time, or hammer away and fire off all 6 rounds at an enemy. You'll always want to do this. One, because of how awesome it looks, and because of, well, yeah, how awesome it looks and feels. Enemies have fun reactions when they die, and some are weapon specific, like how the shotgun will cause an enemy to blow back, just like in the films. So yeah, shooting is stellar. Something I really loved was the level design. Much of how the level operates is through the use of finding different keys to then progress the mission. The key allows you to then find another key, which then allows you to find another key, and then you're near the end. Sort of like that. What is interesting are the other elements that are used to kind of have this Doom-like design. For example, the second level, the town, is a great level. One, because it's rather big and provides for a non-linear space to enjoy the shooting within. Along with that, it's an older title, so stuff is not spoon-fed to the player. You discover and figure out stuff for yourself as you explore the level. While this can cause some frustration at times, it can also lead to some of the most satisfying moments, and you weren't even firing off your weapon for them. For example, you notice a patch on the ground that looks different than the rest. Why is this? Well, through exploration, you find a shovel. Maybe you can use this to then dig under the building as a means to then infiltrate it. Some of the keys are rather hard to find, but with the game being large enough for exploring, but it doesn't feel too vast, you are encouraged to then search every corner. Sometimes a key might be hiding under a table or on top of a shelf in a kitchen. Now, while I know that Night Dive didn't make the game originally, but they deserve a lot of credit for remastering it so well, and the original developers deserve that continued praise for being able to make levels like this. The town feels like more of a lived-in area. You even have NPCs that were captured by the henchmen that you can then free them too. You are liberating the town, taking it back through shooting all the stuff and such. And it's also a great open space where you can start the level by going right instead of left, or the other way around. Or maybe you find a new path. I even found myself getting stuck with the shovel part. I found the spot, but I didn't know how to dig, and then once I found the shovel, that was where I had that great aha moment, and it was furthered when I was able to put it to good use. There's something to be said about games that would let the player get lost a bit within their level. Not to the extent the player wants to then give up and go play something else, but the means where guidance is provided through a more organic means than being so direct as go here and go there. Outlaws is more about shoot everyone and then figure it out, and then what to do and see what can aid you within that open space, along with some fun secrets to find as well. Cutscenes are also a true standout, along with the narrative and storytelling. The cutscenes are like watching a really old but really good cartoon, and add a great amount of style to the game as well. This isn't just Doom Western, it was and is so much more.
gentlemen, I have seen the future. Where now there are struggling farms, I see a gleaming city rising from the parched plains. A city that has my name on it. Boys, we have ourselves a job to do. There's some as has a problem sharing my vision. They fail to see that selling their land to me will make this county the wealthiest in the state. Well, their time has finally come. You will enlighten them. Go out there and don't come back till I can look at this map and know that every inch of it is mine.
This Outlaws Remaster is one of the several examples of what Night Dive has done as a company that shows we need more studios like this out there working to this level with that craft. They are working to preserve older titles and keep them available, pack in some extra goodies here and there, but also allowing these games to play like they did with some appreciated modern enhancements, like working better on newer hardware or providing a nice new coat of paint that makes it look like what we thought it looked like from long ago. Sort of like what you thought it did when you were a kid when you first played it, but if you went back it might look a little dated, but still good. Now it looks really good. Yes, it is very important for new games to be made, and to then further the industry too. Also, they need to be done well, but I would argue that it's equally as important to then respect and honor the past. Remasters like this are exactly how you do it, because whenever a title is being announced that it's going to be a new remaster, everyone hopes that Night Dive are the ones that are behind it, because at that point when you see that name you're pretty much guaranteed to have a great time and a wonderful experience. Stuff is respected and handled with care. More points in their direction, as they don't just go for the bigger, most well-known titles. They even leaned into bringing back, remastering games that are either forgotten, lesser known, or even a bit obscure. That tells me a few things. For one, it shows me that they are gamers themselves and enjoy the games that they are bringing back to life. Along with their mission is so much wider that they are picking titles to come back like the popular ones, but they are also giving second chances to other games and giving second life to more cult classics, and especially stuff you've never heard of. Like me with Outlaws, this was one on my list to eventually play, but I just hadn't sat down to play this one. I should have based on how much I'm loving this game, and a bunch of that is owed to Night Dive bringing it back now. Night Dive helps to shine a light on the past and let these gems shine again, and for that I really appreciate their work. And of course, I am loving Outlaws. I cannot recommend it enough. It might end up in some of my favorite Western titles like say Gun and others. You must play this game. Have you played the original Outlaws? Have you tried the remaster? What game should they remaster next? And you know the correct answer is all of the Medal of Honor games. Let me know all your thoughts in the comments down below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.